put that in there because originally there was a scene where I went into like light and color and vision and how, you know, you don't actually see anything, you just receive photons and then like create this whole thing. But the movie was already way too long. And if I put everything in the script into the movie, it would have been like 4 hours long, and no one wants that.
Extended release.
So yeah, the extended release will be way too long. But I just really, those were part of that scene, and I just really liked them. And I thought the audience, I don't know what you guys think, but would need like a break because it is such an onslaught of information. And I thought it'd be kind of like a meditative break between me like banging you over the head with all the other stuff. And so that's what Milos and I were kind of, you know, I think we really wanted to do something very like meditative there with and relaxing with the colors and the music and before like telling you to kill yourself. We thought that we should have some sympathy for the audience.
I don't know. I mean, I came on towards the end. We worked on it for a few months. I don't know if you told me, but I've forgotten. But I'm sure everybody would love to know what was the total length of your original idea conception to the final product.
You mean the script, or?
Yeah, let's say starting with the script all the way to now when you finished it.
Well, I was. Oh, how long did it take?
Yeah, how long did it take?
Okay, I thought you were asking how long would the movie have been.
No.
Let's pay attention. I said 4 hours. It was like it was about 4 years. From like I wrote the script, which took like just under a year, and then there was a lot of time where I was like trying to get it made, and trying to get people to help, and they were like, "Fuck you, I don't want to help." It was like a stupid idea. And then finally, I found people like Chris and Milos who were like, "I like stupid ideas." So yeah, close to 4 years, but it wasn't like non-stop working on the film. I think my next film, knowing what I know now, I can do the same thing in like 2 years. After that 1 year, so you don't be able to make a movie in 5 minutes. Yes.
Hi.
You look familiar too. I think you look
Where did desire come from to explain everything? Why not just something?
I wanted to make one that wasn't about the things that most of it's about. But I think it's mostly just these are the ideas that interest me and that I think about, and I didn't think it had ever been done satisfactorily in a film before, and I wanted to do something as different from anything else that I had seen as possible. And I think Bruno and I were talking about this movie called What Bleak We Know that has some really cool similar stuff to it, but overall I think it's just a terrible movie. I think that like I think it would be like the best short 20-minute film ever made. Unfortunately, they put like an extra hour and 10 minutes. So some people here probably love that movie and disagree. That's wrong.
What did you name your files when you were editing? It's like how you find that stuff, you like organize it.
I don't want to give anyone bad advice. So.
How do you stay sane, you know, keeping it all together?
Yeah, it was very unorganized. I mean, really, we organized. We cut it up into what, like 19 or 21 chapters. Yeah, it was like 21 chapters, which you know, I could recite them all to you. I can actually recite the entire movie word for word, but that's probably not do it. Yes.
Was it always a conscious decision to actually have it like written out and instead of narrating it in voice, like you said, you could recite it? But
I mean, the idea crossed my mind, but I never took that idea seriously because I just think the whole reason for that was I think that it engages people more if they have to read it. They're kind of their own narrator.
believer then.
Wanted to.
How were you able to like crack your brain open to have that type of thought and connect all those pieces together?
What drugs did I do? Looks like I answered someone's question. Lots of drugs, lots of psychedelic drugs, and lots of time at the library and thinking about things. And is that the question you're asking?
Pretty much.
Yeah, just these are the ideas that I'm interested in, and the more time I spend with them, they kind of like gelled in my brain and made sense as the movie screen.
Cool.
Yes.
I found out about this documentary from, or the film.
Not a documentary.
Yeah, the film from DMT Spirit Molecules website.
Okay.
Have you seen that film? And
Yeah.
what are your opinions on like the experience / near-death experience / post-life, like after death?
That's a good question. I have never died personally, so I can't.
Right.
Ask me in like hopefully like 60 or 70 years after I'm dead. But are you asking like whether I believe in an afterlife or about smoking DMT?
Or how do you think
Because I can answer either of those.
How do you think they connect?
It's a good question. I mean, I definitely think that anyone who says that they know the answer to that is lying or speculating and pretending they know what they talk about. But I think there's a definite possibility because when DMT is definitely the most intense, potent psychedelic known to the universe. I bet these three people in the back, I know probably have some in their pocket. and it is very much like an experience of dying. Like if you smoke enough of it, you completely lose any remainder of who you were 30 seconds ago. You're just this like point of consciousness somewhere out in the middle of the universe, just seeing the most beautiful geometric patterns and feeling the most intense emotions you can imagine. And some people are having the worst panic attacks that you could possibly have. Fortunately, that hasn't happened to me yet. But as far as like what that says about the afterlife, I think that anything is possible. I think maybe when you smoke it, you are going to the afterlife. I think maybe when you smoke it, it's probably more like the brain chemistry that happens when you die. Because DMT is produced naturally in everyone's body and most living things on the planet. So I think that it's one of those things that, since there's a similarity to what people report as near-death experiences to what they report when taking psychedelics, I think it's definitely possible that your brain is doing a similar thing at that time. So yeah, I hope that answered the question you're asking.
Where did you get those old school porn clips?
I was wondering that too. Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard this place is a great source of porn for the internet.
But you
wouldn't
just
believe
stock
the porn you can
stock
find.
video. That's just stock video.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I could find, talk to me later and I can find out. But sadly, we did not film any of that ourselves. Although I am naked several times in the film. And Chris and I did make some of those sex sounds. But yeah, I'll help you find something.
What happens next with the film now? Now that you've
Hopefully
sequel?
Is there a sequel? I definitely plan on making more films. I don't really believe in doing sequels, but you know, I think every film that I do will explore similar ideas, and you know, I'm not going to go make a romantic comedy. So, I don't ever plan on making a normal film. So no sequel, but definitely more films. And this one, I'm just gonna, you know, I just want as many people as possible to see it. So please, you know, the Twitter thing, do that. Facebook, and join our mailing list, and like
How can
tell everyone you know.
how can people see it after tonight?
Right now, we kind of have to, like, if it was up to me, I would just put it on every available platform, and it'd be on DVD and VOD and free internet stream tomorrow. But unfortunately, distributors are assholes, and some of them, like, won't, you know, if it's released on DVD, some film festivals won't want it. And if it's, you know, if it's available online, no, like, theater, you know, theatrical releasing entity is going to take it, because they'll be like, oh, well, people need to watch it online, why are they going to come to the theater? You know, and like, if it had been available online, you guys would do it. So, probably. Is that it? Do you have any questions?
I wouldn't know where to start. You know, we can go to a bar and bring everybody there. We can talk some more.
Yes, so is that,